Welcome to Section 420, Talkin Yankees, the podcast. Well, the Yankees drop yet another rubber match, lose yet another series, 2-1 to the Tampa Bay Rays, and of course in the third game, give you a little tease, go ahead a little bit and just give you, hey, maybe things are turning around a little bit. But no, the Yankee bullpen implodes, and really wasn't really the A Yankee bullpen, it was kind of the grade B, C guys that did it, but nevertheless, Yankees dropping the finale there 7-4, and then dropping the series to the Rays there, which got off to a good start by Garrett Cole, but again, all downhill from there. So we'll get into all that, but before we do, make sure you subscribe to the podcast. So if you're listening, first time listening, long time listener, haven't subscribed yet, make a change in your life, subscribe, follow, and get notified new content comes on, get a little commentary on certain things, and of course get wrap-ups after each and every little series. So the Yankees, after a terrible homestand where they got swept by Boston and lose 2 out of 3 against the Washington Nationals, take the show on the road for a couple of series here. So the first stop being Tampa, Yankees nemesis, and of course, standing way ahead of the Yankees in the AL East standings there for the Yankees, and usually a pain in the neck for the Yankees to deal with. But again, the series did get off to a promising start thanks to Garrett Cole, which I figured was going to happen. You got roughed up last time against Boston. You figure he's not going to have 2 bad starts in a row this way. He's been throwing really well this season and has had a very dominating start, pitching well into the 8th inning and leading the Yankees to a 6-2 win there. DJ got the Yankees on the board first, but it was really some back-to-back doubles there by Gleyber Torres and Giancarlo Stanton to put the Yankees up to 5-1. They'll tack on another run and again eventually go on to win by a score of 6-2. And again, Cole dominant, just having a fabulous start, which again, he's pretty much, even though he doesn't want to talk about it that much, definitely seems like he's on his way to a Cy Young Award season. So that might be the only good thing to take away from 2023. And as I mentioned before, from there on down, it was pretty much downhill for the New York Yankees. Second game, absolutely just dominated by Tyler Glasnow. Now, we've seen him dominate the Yankees before, so this is nothing really new. But really pitifully, the Yankees only managed to scratch across 2 runs in the game. We're actually being no hit into the 6th inning. This is how much Glasnow was dominating the Yankees, and the offense really couldn't get anything together. And the Yankees quietly went away by a score of 3-0, which set up the finale there, which had some fireworks, especially towards the end there. Now, Yankees actually fell behind early in this one by a score of 2-0, but would crawl their way back thanks to home runs by DJ LeMahieu as well as Higgy, and then went out ahead actually by 2 runs thanks to a 2-run home run by Anthony Volpe. And you kind of like, hey, the third game here, rubber match, Yankees, kind of come back a little bit and then go ahead, and you figure, again, you get the little tease that the Yankees like to do a few once in a while, then maybe they could steal this one and actually win a series against a good team on the road, especially one of your rivals. Again, doesn't get the Yankees into the postseason. I don't think it changes anything around, but at least something to feel good about. There really hasn't been anything to feel good about with this Yankee team almost really the past 2 months, other than maybe the idea that Judge came back, and that's pretty much about it. But then the Yankees went all downhill from there, and it wasn't really the A bullpen for the Yankees. It's kind of like I call them the grade B bullpen. So Rendon was decent enough. Again, this is second start since coming back from the injury, so I guess they didn't want to push him too much. I kind of understand that. So I went with Ian Hamilton, who overall has been good for the Yankees, but he completely imploded, giving up 4 runs there and put the Yankees behind there. And it was really Brandon Lowe the whole game, who actually killed the Yankees with 4 hits in this game. And then things started to get testy in the 8th inning with Albert Abreu on, beating Randy Arozarena. Again, overall, 5 total Rays have been beaten throughout the entire weekend. They figure like maybe the Yankees are throwing at them now. Again, these 2 franchises have been going back and forth for the past couple seasons. Remember the situation with CC Sabathia? I think if he pitched an extra inning, whatever, he would have got a signing bonus. But, one of the Yankee players was hit before, so he retaliated by beating one of the Tampa players. Now, I think the Steinbrenner family would reward CC anyway by giving him the bonus. But nevertheless, these teams have begun throwing at each other a little bit for the past couple of seasons, and it's mainly been the Rays hitting a lot of Yankees down there. Now, lately, it seems like the Yankees are hitting a lot of Rays lately there, so kind of, getting them back. So, bench is cleared, of course. But, the Yankees are at this point behind 6-4. They would add on another run, Tampa, and the Yankees would go quietly away then the rest of the way by a score of 7-4. Again, all their runs basically just coming as usual via the home run. You got the Higgy home run, you got the DJ home run to get him back into it, the Volpe home run to put him ahead, and then the Yankees do nothing the rest of the way. But it was really the Yankee bullpen, again, the Hamilton, him just really blowing up, just giving up the 4 runs there. If it were mid-season and if things were normal with Carlos Rendon, probably Rendon's in there a little bit longer, and this doesn't happen. But again, Rendon kind of, he's still in almost like April, May mode, because again his season's so new for him, so he's being babied, and plus he just came back from the groin injury from a couple of weeks ago against Houston. So again, he was able to go long, he had to rely on the bullpen, and unfortunately Hamilton wasn't able to get the job done. The Yankees dropped the final game there. So they dropped 62 and 68, 6 games now under 500, and will now go on to play the lowly Detroit Tigers, who might be one of the handful of teams that are actually worse than the Yankees, who only have 59 wins. But, of course, watch the Yankees get dominated there. So, if there's a series for the Yankees to win, I know it's on the road. It has to be against these Detroit Tigers. If they leave there with less than 2 wins, then I'm almost speechless. I don't even know what to say after that. But it could easily have happened. Now, Luis Severino will take the ball on the mound for the first game there. Again, he had a strong start at home against the Nationals, so let's see if he found something to build off of. Again, at this point, just kind of taking any small victories you can at this point, just kind of with the season pretty much gone. And again, with the loss, the Yankees are now 19 games out of AL East. Not that they had a shot for that, but just to show how the mighty have fallen, where this 2023 season turned out there. So that's the episode. Dropped 2-3 against Tampa. Only thing good takeaway from me, get good stuff from Garrett Cole, get on his way to a Cy Young season. Clark Schmidt in the second game, really get to mention it. He actually had a good bounce back. He's been kind of scuffed up. He had a bad start against Atlanta as well as against Boston. This start really wasn't his fault. He only gave up 1 earned run early on in the game. IKF had an error which let a run on. He would eventually score. So again, Schmidt only gave up 1 earned run in this game. It was a good bounce back. So that'd be the only maybe second thing to take away from that. But again, Yankees dropped their, I believe it's like their 8th series in a row. So the bad beat goes on. So we'll catch you next time.